think I just got kicked off, but it was like both Twitch and YouTube. I don't know how long ago that happened, but we're going to try again. All right, but we're trying to get it back up. It's like, of course, everything goes bad when I have like, should we be all in here? Yeah, we're going to be all in. We made that pay jump. All right, this could be expensive. This would mercilessly get us down to 4 tables. So, you know, silver lining. All right, we just need an ace or a couple more hearts. Ace. GG. GG. 1961 locked up over there. All right, there we go. We also have stud and 8 game coming up tonight. 8 game's going to start in 26 minutes. Cold 4-bet with the king queen. Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? It's early. Five bet incoming. All right, we're going to be back in 100 seconds, hopefully. Hopefully. All right, we should probably do 40%. There's like... like that. Got him. That was in the mini deep stack. Now 9 of 66. This is the big 12K guarantee. This is just a single raised pot. Is it time to release? I call one more. Ooh. Suddenly like my 8's a lot better. Got him. That was in the deep stack. $100 buy-in, 12K guarantee. We didn't quite get that Sadie seat, but we did get that cash rebate, which, you know, we'll take. All right, let's see if the Twitch is back on. All right, we're back on. Back live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, Daypuck Dad? WB. I don't know what WB means, but we're back. Probably we're back, right? All right. I think we're all back. What's up, Ghost of Him? She's back. Is that Grogu on your head? Yes, Baby Yoda. My mom got me this. She said, I thought you would like this. And I was like, you were absolutely right. Your instincts were firing very correctly. Good call. I want that, and I will wear it. And I enjoy streaming in it. I think it's maybe lucky. Maybe I just like wearing it. We may never know. But yes, we are back. And I think I've got everything back where it belongs in terms of the descriptions. What's up, Steve? Good luck tonight. Just not too lucky. I've already been so lucky. I had pocket aces when somebody had pocket kings, and then I called off incorrectly and sucked out against kings a couple times, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Right, the first event that's going to close registration will be the mini. Registration closes in 15 minutes. We have got the gut shot, but we got the really wrong side. So we're going to start with a bet. Because our hand doesn't really have that much value, but we could make a pretty strong hand, you know? You never know. Is two barrels going to do it? We won't try a third. But he doesn't know that. All right. We're going to have to give up. Yeah, he had a pair of eights. Top kicker. Ooh, but look, right after I bluffed, I have 2 1s. The poker gods love me. Yay! Let's make money in the mini. Give me some action. I just bluffed. I just bluffed and you caught me. This is the kind of flop you want to bet big or fold on. Guess which one we're going to do with 2 aces. Yeah, I don't even know what happened just now with me getting kicked off the stream because it happened on both, so it must have been an OBS problem. I will say I did just... I'm going to pot it again. Or should I just go all in? No, let's bet 9. 9. Yeah, I think it was with OBS. I will say I just updated it. Do you have 2 pair? A set? That seems unreasonable. All right, we're out of the mini. But we have got that change up starting in 15 minutes. So I'm not going to open a new table. We're going to stay 3-handed for a minute. And then we will add the change up when we get there. Bow, bow. Starting stack in this event is 20K. Hags to riches, already fucking with my shit. Should I set mine with him since he laid me such a good price for out of position early in the tournament? Oh, and Terrace is coming along. No, discipline, discipline, discipline. See, discipline. Saved ourselves 3 big blinds. What's up, frog grinder? I'm back. I'm back. Couldn't keep me down. Couldn't keep me down. If you're watching for the first time, make sure to smash that like button and make sure you're following me on Twitch. You can use those custom Caitlin emotes and then subscribe to watch commercial free. Real soft sell, but I have to do it somewhat sporadically. If you're just joining us, I play poker online on PokerStars. I'm a PokerStars ambassador. Currently, we have the 25 tournaments, 25 days. New offering every day, announced at 9 p.m. And today's is a $25 PKO 4K guarantee. We are firing. We're not the best at PKOs. If you're not new to my stream, then you're well aware that the two variants of poker I'm not so confident at are any type of progressive knockout bounty tournament and then pot limit Omaha. Pot limit Omaha is still really, really scary for me. It doesn't stop us from playing 8 game, but it is still very, 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 very scary. A tournament milestone. What did they say? My PKO just made an announcement. I didn't say what it was. It said a tournament milestone will... What was that? What'd you say? What'd you say? Next milestone within 1 minute. What's a progressive bounty of at least $6 will be awarded for each player limited. Let me see. Well, we're going to find out what the hell the milestone is in about a minute. It's a progressive bounty rush. All right, well, we're going to find out together. This is a bubble rush event. The tournament will play fast until the bubble, which will slow down to a regular speed tournament. Good luck. A total of 8 players. Oh, and then also they award random tickets to random players that are registered in the events. Oh my gosh. So we got to stay on top of these announcements. It's like a fun little scavenger hunt, apparently. But yeah, they're definitely awarding tickets to the free roll. There's a limp pot. I checked my option. I wonder why. What up, party people? Let me know where you're watching from. Come say hi. Say hi. I love you. I love you too. Reg is going to be open for like over 2 hours in the 2 deep stack events. And in the PKO, it's open for another hour. And this is the 25 days of tournaments where you can reach the milestones every now and then. And they're giving away tickets to the free roll. What? Pew, pew, pew. Good luck us. Nut diamond draw. His stack to pot ratio of 1-to-1. I'm not going to sleep on it, especially when I think he's bluffing a lot of the time and I can just take it down. I don't know. Maybe that's no replay to some players. I just like to be the one putting the money in the middle and putting my opponent in the tough spot as often as possible. I saw a TikTok of a girl yesterday, and she was talking about how, like, she was mad at some girl who cheated with her boyfriend on her. Like, she got cheated on. This girl was, like, the other woman or whatever. So she signed her up for a bunch of spam calls. And then I wondered, like, how many times. I get so many spam calls, and I never do anything about it. So they just get worse and worse. So I was, like, wondering, like, I wonder if it's ever done that to me. And then I hurt my own feelings thinking about it. You ever do that? You make up like a fake scenario. I think we're okay to check here on the river. All right, the 8 game has 5 players pre-reg, so it's probably definitely running. Went all in with it. I'm not going to risk most of my stack. He very well may be bluffing a certain percentage of the time, but I'm not going to be the hero that determines that. All right, we've arrived at our first break of the evening. Or have we already? No, I started streaming like 7:10, and then I got kicked off for some reason. I still don't know why. Definitely an OBS problem, probably related to me restarting it, right? Just fold everything on the PLO. Home, honey. Al, the recovery mode is into house. What's up, Alan? I like truly, I just should. All right, hold on. I'm still playing a hand here in the mini. Check through on the flop. I don't burp, y'all. Quit accusing me of that. I just don't. All right, when we get back, we will have 4 tables. We're going to add the 8 game mix table. I haven't been doing so well at trying to play mixed games while playing other events, especially if one of them is a PKO. So it might be an absolute dumpster fire. So if you play PokerStars in the Michigan, New Jersey pool, call your friends. Tell them Caitlin's donating tonight. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your break. I will be right back. Let me make sure I have all the things. Plenty, yes. All right. Be back shortly. 2.5. All right, a game's gonna start in 5 minutes. And that will be a purple felt because it's a mixed game. Yeah, hit that like button. Thanks for rallying the troops, Alan. How's everybody doing tonight? We've hit that rare time where there are actually more people watching on YouTube than Twitch. It was about the same number, but very impressive. Usually Twitch just has way more. I'm gonna sit in my chair a little weird. Get a little comfy. We're spending a lot of hours in this desk chair, y'all. Streaming a lot this week. We streamed 8 hours yesterday. Made 6 final tables, y'all. 6 final tables. I was very, very proud of the performance. Big 15, big 5. Made final tables in the afternoon horse. The evening. One of them we didn't cash, but all the other final tables obviously made money, and then we cashed in a couple tournaments we didn't final table in. Just killing it. Just killing it. I'm eating some of my favorite candy, which is Spree. Hard kind in the tube. The chewy kind can suck my dick. I do not like the chewy Spree. Hard Spree all day. I like candy you can suck on. Takes a real while to work through, and the whole tube is like, I think it's like 200 calories. Yeah. So not even that bad of an indulgence. It is pure sugar though, probably. Well, why am I looking at a nutrition label like I give a fuck? Be so fucking for real. It's getting to the part where so many people are so like deathly ill and deathly skinny. It is less desirable for me to do so, even though that's all I've wanted since like, 1994, is to be so skinny my friends were worried about me. I only hit it for a very short window of my life. But it's weird. Culture just kind of goes in cycles with it. Everybody fucking hated body positivity. Nobody likes looking at Lizzo's fat ass. Not even Lizzo, apparently, because she did lose weight. Lord knows I get a lot less random hate, stranger hate online. Although I kind of miss it. Because the hate kind of like, all engagement is good engagement. And when you get a post that a lot of people are hating on, like that's another reason Abby got to blow up so big. Because it's like she had this big blow up from this like hot take that nobody liked last week, and that everybody, like Ryan made content about it, I made content about it. But then like also she had that cup controversy like a year earlier. So part of her growth has been the negative attention too. So you gotta zoom out and be like, well, kind of miss the haters. Kind of miss the haters. I still get people calling me ugly though, but that's less hurtful because I'm not as insecure about that. Not you giving the internet the codes to hurt your feelings, Caitlin. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, I don't think that many people watch me to hate watch me. I would have to hope. But if you're hate watching and you have a random account, I'd love for you to make yourself known. Don't be nasty about it, but we can make it a bit. It can be funny. But let me know if you're hate watching. All right. There's just 8 games starting. We're going to start, as we always do in 8 game, and we'll boost to 7 triple draw. We're going to start with 5 cards. You really want 3 nutted cards. You want to start from the bottom up. So like having a 2 and a 3 and a 4, amazing. Deuce 3 7, deuce 3 5. These are phenomenal starting hands. You want to put, if you have a 7, 7s and deuces, obviously. You really want a deuce in your hand to start, of course. Great overall heuristic to keep you out of too many pots. All right, tournament milestone has been awarded on table 1. Are we table 1? What table are we? I got to figure out what table I'm at. I'm on table 4, right? All right, this is a fold because we would have had to just keep the 8 and the 3. So we don't want to call a raise to draw 3. Don't really want to get involved with more than a draw 2. We definitely want to be raising with draw 1s, applying pressure in position as much as possible. Position matters in all the poker games. It never doesn't matter. Like knowing what your opponent does first, having the opportunity to have last action, just invaluable. All right, where the fuck is my table? Okay, I'm on table 4, so I don't think I've won the knockout treasures yet. But I'm rooting for us. All right, this is blind v blind. 1 draw, 2 draw to an 8. We're racing with it. Aceberg doesn't fold for fuck all, by the way. Something to keep in mind. Okay, because we got 3-bet, we definitely want to draw to the 8 and not do the 10. All right, we've made a pair of 6s. Drew a 9. He drew 2 cards as well. No, he drew 1 card. Never mind. All right, we're going to call 1. See if he draws again. If he stands pat, we might be dead. I've seen so many 6s. All right, no. He drew. Okay. He checked and stood pat. All right, we've got queen high, maybe hero call. I saw so many 6s and stuff. I don't know. We're calling. We lose to a 9. It was so fun to call, though. Like, this is a PKO. Flop checked through. Now he's all in. I don't know. Fold. All right, I accidentally had to fold a very strong triple draw hand because I was thinking about that PKO hand. 4 tables is a lot for me, low key. All right, we have 1 card draw to a 9. I'm going to 3-bet here. Draw 2. I'm going to have the draw advantage here. They both drew 2, so it doesn't matter. I paired my top card. I got to bet. And in general, it's better to bluff your higher pairs than your lower pairs. I forget why, but apparently it is. Oh my god, another 9? Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, well, we lose that fucking hand. Jesus Christ. Alright, we have quads over here in the PKO. He bet 1 big blind on the flop, and I just called. Damn it. Couldn't even apply the smallest amount of pressure. I thought maybe he had a boat. Guess I'm supposed to just call. Here's a decent start in triple draw. 6-3-4. We're just going to take it. All right. 1 card. We have a pat 9, 8, which, yeah. We're definitely going to race with this hand. my God. He called the 3-bet to draw 3. What a crazy loon. Oh my God. All right, we've made a perfect 8. I'm gonna go ahead and bet it because there's 1 draw remaining. Oh my God, cappuccino. Is there any way he doesn't have a 7 here? Oh my God, got him. He had a 97. He was doing all that. 97. In triple draw, no less. I don't believe you anymore, homie. Also, I have it still. Okay, since he drew 2, I may supposed to pat the 10 twice. Oh my God. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. 2 draws remaining. I'm going to stand pat. With how crazy he is, we're just going to try to freeze it. Oh, he's standing. He drew 3. Are you kidding? Got him. All right. Chip leading the 8 game. Just beating. Oh my God, this is a beautiful hand. Because we have 3 deuces. What's up, Koska? I'm here, but I'm not a hate watcher. I was really hoping we were going to have some hate watchers to just banter with, but I don't know why I'm rooting for hate watchers. Also, anyone who hate watched me wouldn't have the balls to let me know because then they know I would just roast them on the internet as themselves. All right, let's change this Twitch title. All right, we're just going to limp here. Drawn to an 85, you know. Oh my God, we made an 87 right away. Sickening. He drew like damn near a whole book. I like our chances. Lo-fi Christmas beats. What? Oh my God. Dealt a Pat 76. Are you joking? Y'all, look at this shit. Dealt me number 2. We checked down in this hand. Arrived on the river with 2 8s. I don't know what kind of guy Captain JoJo is. He went with overbet though. Pretty daunting. This is the mini. Oh my God. I keep having the nuts and they keep calling me. There was quads on the board and I had an ace in my hand. And they called all the streets. Crazy, right? Crazy. Oh my God. Don't you love just getting there? Don't you just love getting there? Hey, speaking of getting there, I don't know if I'm not supposed to lead out that turn when I get there. Maybe. Hard to say. There's limit hold'em, by the way, in case you haven't noticed that we switched games. Starting stack was 4,000. We're almost at 6. Killing it. Missed a bet, I guess, but when the straight gets there and stuff, I've already gotten 2 streets. I don't know. What do you think? He outpit me. He outpit me. Is James at the lodge? No, James went to Caitlin to play in a charity tournament. One of their regulars there apparently is not in the best of health, so they did a fundraising tournament for her at Rolled Jacks. He went to that. I think he's since busted that event, and maybe I shouldn't live disclose his exact locations. I don't know. I think he's driving right now back from Caitlin. Chip leader bullshit. Now, just like how you don't like suited connectors and suited gappers as much in tournament poker when you like fall below certain big blind because you no longer have the implied odds, it's the same in limit, but just opening a lot of pots, trying to steal. We're not going to go for it, though, after I get called in 2 places. When we were always just stealing the pot. Although there it might have worked, you know. All right, family pot. We tried. Still kind of figuring out the nuances of limit hold'em, but mostly, I mean, you just got to be pretty sticky and pretty aggressive at the same time. You don't want to overdo it, and you don't overdo it by, I guess, playing reasonable ranges pre-flop. But because 8 game is always 6 max, you're usually, you know, playing a decent range of hands because you're never like full ring, you know. And then because you're not really... Hold on. Three betting in the mini opening here in the $100 deep stack. I think this would be a good spot to have a protected check back. I don't know, y'all. I have a pretty strong hand day. Ah, no, they just had it. Fuck me. Oh, well. All right, we've made a flush here. We bet turn when we had open-ended plus the flush draw. Easy call. Chop it up. Damn, 5 ways. Well, I got it right back. Don't you love that? Got 8s full of 10s here. Got him. All right, we've switched to a new game and 8 game. We're playing Omaha High-Low now. How's everybody feeling? Banging those cards to ride that wave. You know it. Watching Pink Floyd old concert. Ooh, fun. We're in Omaha High-Low. Obviously, the best hands are like double suited aces that can make a low and a high. If there are 2 raises in front of you, the middle of the deck hands, the high only hands, kind of go up in equity. So things to keep in mind because so much of the low cards have been removed. And then sort of like similar with other limit games, if you get 3-bet or whatever, you're just, you know, kind of always priced in to call. All right, we're going to defend, but we don't love it. We got a single suit. Drawing to an 84. Not great for our low. And then, of course, you know, we have the 9 high spades. There's a lot of action in front of us. I don't know that we want to stay along. I don't even know if I want to call. We'll call, but I don't love it. Alright, we're now playing an 86 for a low. There's like no shot that's good. And we have no high, just a flush draw. Now our high is an 83, 2 pair. Or like 8s and 3s. And we've got a live 4. But it's just like someone's got a deuce, you know? And you're ace queen for the high. And live deuces. Alright, 9s is terrible. We hate 9s. Can't make a low. There's a 3-bet pot up here. 420, baby. We could shut it down here. We could go for it. I think it's better to shut it down. All right, take it. Oh, hey, we win accidentally. We win accidentally, despite our best efforts to lose. Surrender the pot. Here's a pot that we opened and got called in 3 places. Lovely. We're not doing so great in the PKO, which, you know, probably anyone could have predicted. Probably won't rebuy that, but definitely had to play it, you know, had to let you know about our 25 days, 25 tournaments going on here on PokerStars USA. Bubble Rush event. Bubble tournament will play fast until the bubble, after which it will slow down to a regular speed tournament. $10 Power Path tickets will be awarded during late registration. Okay. Alright, this might be our stand in the PKO. Wouldn't it be cool if Dawson Lee and Jungle Man went all in front of me? Hey, good luck, us. We could win a bounty. We could win a bounty. And we could definitely more than double because they're both going to want these 2 bounties in play. Great spot. Got him. Double bounties. Or no. I just get 1 bounty, but I double. Alright, that was much needed capital influx. Alright, we're going to call the 10 blinds here with pocket trays. We're ahead. Ooh, open-ended. Got him. We defended our big blind. We did not 3-bet. All right, switching to a new game in the 8 game. It is now Raz time. Raz is a stud game where you're trying to make the low. It is a scoop pot, so you do not have to qualify to make the low. It's just the worst 5 cards you can play. I'd say sometimes jacks and 10s can win. Maybe even a queen wins if it's just 2 players that are sort of ego battling or whatever, but usually you want a 7 or better. 8 or better, you know, can win for sure. Sometimes, but you got it. It's another game where it's really, really important to read the board. Got that wheel draw. No clubs though. We're not gonna go for it. We're gonna be a little tight there with Hags to Riches deep stacked behind us. Alright, we're gonna have to go for the steal here in Raz, even though we have a pair, but everybody else got paint, so it should get through. It was our turn to have the paint, but we don't have to bring in, so no harm, no foul. Violence. 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 You always know when I'm bluffing. It's because I'm bluffing a lot, probably. What's up, Krusties? Good to see you. Read above. Made a straight, not a flush. You play that trash? Fold, fold. Too much thinking and then giving chips away. Just fold. Good point. Good point. What's up, party people in the house? What's up, Iceman? Thanks for being a first-time chatter. I hope while you're here you consider possibly, what's it called? Following me so you can use those custom Caitlin emotes. Please. But thanks for joining. We're playing some mixed games. How about you? Yikes, what a terrible street. Probably should have just taken the free street. Back almost to starting stack over here in this 8 game. Being a little too loosey-goose, probably. Wow, 6 is the bring-in. All right, we've made an 85. They could have made a 75, but we're drawing to a wheel. Can't really fold. Definitely, they have a stronger board than we do, but we have deuces and threes, so an 85 may be good. We are going to check back, though. Got him. Yeah, he had a bunch of garbage under there. He just had a pretty board, but he knew what he had. He was betting it. We, unfortunately, were too strong to fold. Got some of those chips back that we lost. Being a loosey-goose. This person's timing out. Oh dear, oh dear. One thing I do know about PKOs is you don't really want to have bigger opening sizes because you always want to, like, you know, get in pots with people you cover. All right, someone we covered has entered the pot. That's kind of fun. All right, good luck us. Let's get us a bounty. I may have overdone it. All right, we're switching to stud high in the change up. Same betting structure as Raz, and it's also a scoop pot, but you want to make a high hand. Well, we got some more chips, but I would have rather had the bounty, frankly. Perhaps I overplayed it. Perhaps I'm supposed to let him put it in the middle. Perhaps. How's everybody doing tonight? Too much thinking and then giving the chips away, just fold. That's only on the PLO Omaha. Okay. So Alan is advocating I play tighter than a nun in PLO, and honestly, I agree. It's a very scary game, and I don't really know what I'm doing. All right, our king and our jack is dead, and then we have this 5 that's just completely disconnected, so we're not going to try to get involved. We're going to play smart. We're going to play tight. Same conundrum here. Just got this dangler. Ugh. That's probably the worst starting stud hand you can have. Stud high hand. Point where you get bullied by a 9. It's so bad. There's a limp pot blind v blind in the PKO. No, thank you. Didn't go my way. All right, we're going to try to steal here. Just on the nature of we have a big up card and some paint. It worked. Steal effective. All right, now we got buried kings. This is pretty dope. We're going to limp, hoping that we get to re-raise someone. We do. We get to. 'Cause that could be queens there. Got him. Nice little pickup. like we need to bluff our one pair here. It may not work. It might. Not the best plan I've ever had, but it is a plan. And it worked. So what do you got to say about that? Fields where they lay. That's my favorite, is like that part of the song where it goes, it feels where they lay. It feels where they lay. It's like, you just said that, bro. Relax. We call. We have trips. We have trips. What do you have? Ah, he made a flush. I told you I was worried about those diamonds. From the very start, I was worried about those diamonds. We're going to raise it up just a little. Oh no, we got just absolutely curb stomped with the hooks. What are you going to do? Oh, dang. The risk of him having trip jacks, which I can just like never recover from, you know, never ever. All right, we're almost back at starting stack after this stud high. I think I'm playing too many stud high hands. Trying to go for too many steals maybe, but I feel like I've done less than I usually do. All right, we got a runner here, even though 2 jacks are removed. But because they both have each other's jacks, like the likelihood of, you know, so that's why I'm raising. All right, now we got 4 in a row. Fucking killing it. Open-ended. All right, now we got a pair of 9s. We're still betting. We want a big one. We know nobody folds. We got 2 pair. He's betting into us now. Now we have the straight. We made our straight. Let's go. We're going to raise with our straight. No, we had Broadway. Fuck. I wondered on the river if I was supposed to raise. All right. So much for our early lead in 8 game. Gotta fight back. And we got these buried hooks now. I have 2 jacks, man. You ain't got fuck all. That's right. Give me those chips. All right, a queen is dead and also a 10 is dead. And I have to make my decision first. So we're done with all that. How's everybody doing tonight? Pew pew. All right, we got a chance to win a bounty here. Good luck us. We're ahead. We're not ahead. We're open-ended. We bricked. Boo. Right when we were finally getting our backs off the wall in the bounty. Shucks. I really wish this was a high hand or a low hand. A high-low situation. All right, now it's high-low time. Having 10s and 9s in your hand, pretty bad. Instead high-low, as we were saying, because they're the lowest cards you can have without being able to make a low. So kind of pitch out no man's land out in the middle. Look at those custom Caitlin emotes in the chat. Looking good, Waco. Tens and 9s, even worse, is an up card. Bad enough to have one in your hand, let alone it be an up card. Did I crash again? Are you serious? No. Michigan. Oh, it was just lagging. Maybe that's what it was doing before. It did it for me too. All right, we've got a gut shot to a straight and 4 to a low. It's pretty dope, but we're not there yet. We're losing to the pair of sixes on his board right now. All right, we've made a 75, which is pretty strong low. We're going to lose the high, but maybe he'll fold. Maybe he'll think he's getting scooped. Hey, we got one through on him. All right, split tens. This is one of the only situations where you play like a 10 as an up card. All right, I have a high only hand, and he caught an ace. Not great. We'll probably make a decision on the next hand. All right, he's definitely making a low. If he has a pair of aces, I'm scooped. Got 3 to a straight now, 3 to a low. It's pretty dicey. I probably should have just folded. Hopefully he checks. He won't. All right, we're done. We're done. We're done. I probably stayed around one more street than I should have. All right, now we got split kings. Much better start in terms of a high only hand. All right, 9 means he can't make a low, but he did suit his door card, so. Ugh. All right, we got a spade, so that's halfway decent. And we only got kings here on the river like an asshole. All right, 3 to a straight flush. Pretty strong start. One of our spades was gone, and I think this was an 8 or a 9, but we're going to raise it up, maybe try to get this 3 out of there so we're both playing high only. Level the playing field a little bit, you know? Yeah, just restart your stream if it's being a little shitty. It does, like, make me lose half my audience, though, so I hate it, too. Now we got queens. Sickos. Oh, my God. Now he's got 3 diamonds. I hate my life. All right, now he could be making a low. We still only have a pair of queens. Kind of hate it. Now we got queens and deuces. We got 2 pair. Hopefully that's enough for the high. Nope. Made a straight. Motherfucker. All right, we made quads over here in the bounty. I really hope someone has a 9, eh? Oh, perfect. Got him. All right, meanwhile, we've got a pair of jacks. Not gonna make a low. We got a pair of jacks. All right, at least I got half of it this time. Progress. All right, ace jack deuce. Not really a fun hand because 2 broadways and a dangler. Not, it's pretty, but you still need to go perfect to have a good hand, you know? Not the best. Made the 7s, just bet my board. 6 is buried with a 9 showing. This is a pretty gross spot, especially up against an ace. I'm just folding it right now. All right, do we cover some people? Yeah, we cover a lot of people. We cover everybody. Big pot. Do I just go all in now? I never know what to do. God damn it. Such a bad PKO player. Am I PKOing right? I always say that after I do some like in crazy yeet. Does he just like always have kings here? You play that trash. You play that trash. Gotta hit him with it. I guess that's best case scenario for hands that are like snapping me off. What's up, Rachel Latin? Hope the session's going well. Not quite as good as yesterday so far, but you know we're trucking along. We didn't cash the mini nightly, but we did cash the big 10, but we only made 1 pay jump. So, you know, he giveth, he taketh awayeth. Oh my God. I think I activated the PKO button. Nope, they just had monsters. Well, you gotta love your life as Jack's there. But now we got these super short stacks on our table. He's got a $12 bounty. He's got a $13.50 bounty. Oh my God. I fold. Oh my God, he had one of my out. He had 2 of my outs with the 6s, and then he had kings. God damn it! Glad I didn't get involved. This is interesting. GB Buckstrap 3-bet with his 10 showing, and then he caught another 10. This is very interesting. Very interesting pot. Yeah, he did have those trip 10s right away. Oh, and he scooped. Nobody made a low. Insane. All right. We got a couple of ladies up here. What? Ladies. Hey, ladies. Yeah. What's up, DJ? Just got home from work. How's it going? Pretty good. Just playing some POKER. We're going to be all in here. Where's our buddy Hags to Riches? Good luck, us. He 3-bets me so much. I 4-bet a lot, too. I definitely have 4-bet bluffs versus him. I was hoping he was going to... Sometimes he calls me, but... Because that time I wanted to call because I had it. You know how, like, you want calls when you have it? It was, like, totally what's going on. I totally probably did not need to restart my whole stream earlier, now that I think about it. Am I on mute? No. Shouldn't be. Check it on your end. Anybody else? Anybody else muted? Nope, definitely got my mic on. All right, we've arrived at another 5-minute break. Y'all, we're playing PKOs. We're playing 8-game mix. We're playing the Deep Stack Saturday mini and mains. Fighting over scores and scores and dozens of dollars. We only have 1 cash on the book so far, which is, get this, really disappointing. Oh my God, look at all this action in the PKO. Let's sweat it. We gotta sweat this action. All right, y'all sweat it. Let me know what happens. Guess our lo-fi Christmas beats playlist ended. Let's try now trending. All right, we're actually covering a lot of people at our table. All but Boba. Boba can felt us. Doing halfway decent in the deep stack. Average stack is 37. We're at 24. Could be worse. In the mini deep stack, where are we at? This is the $30 buy-in, 8K guarantee. Got 185 entries so far. Also just below average. Then in our 8 game, we are pretty much right at starting. Starting stack was 4K and only one person's been eliminated. So average stack is pretty much where we're at. Not going to pay a lot of people in this 8 game. So it's one of those where, you know, you really got to fight to be on the podium. You want to go for the win. You have a close spot, maybe a little gambly, you know. All right, we've switched to no limit hold'em. 8 game mix has the 2 big bet games, has PLO, the 2 flop games, PLO and, well, no, it also has 3 flop games because it has, but it has the limit version of Omaha 8 high-low. All right, here we're going to be a little sticky because it's hags. We're not going to raise with it, but we are going to be a little sticky with it. It's definitely a card that favors our range here. We have all the 5-6. He has none of the 5-6. All right, we're done. I think maybe if we do want to stay in the pot, we got to lead there. I don't know, but hags to the riches is definitely getting the better of us today. Maybe we're being too generous with these folds. What's up, D2 squared? We hear ya. Good luck. What's up, Billy Bob? He hears me. Ayo. Losing all the pots to hags. Owl the pots. Rough start in this level for your girl on that table. All right, we got limit studs. We're going to be on 5 tables again. Can we handle it? Probably not, but here we go. Oh, no. Oh my God. He is getting us. It's stud high low, by the way. That's important to know. God damn it, y'all. Just getting manhandled out here by your boy Hags to Riches. Big pot, big pot in the 8 game. All right, we got a Raz hand and stud high low. Made an 86. Definitely be up against better, but we're drawing to better too. Switching to pot limit Omaha in 8 game. All right, I think we got the high with our pair of 8s that we got on 7th Street on the river. I'm back. Open-ended with the club draw. All right, we're up for 2 bounties in the PKO. I think we got to go for it here. We got them! 2 bounties. Pew, pew, pew. All right, we got raised pretty hard for value over here. We're going to let it go. Five tables is a lot, y'all. I'm doing my best. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Got him. Let's go. Full double. And now Hags to Riches does not have us with the chip lead. And also, we won that big PKO hand, so now we cover a bunch of people, and that's pretty dope. Oh my God, he covers us. Why would we do that? I guess he wants my bounty because it's the biggest at the table. Pretty ambitious. Oh, why is Epiduke doing the thing? Meanwhile, I'm mercifully just getting obvious folds in PLO. We did switch to PLO. Oh my God. I didn't realize there was all this schmutz on my mouse. Oh, that's much better. It was like my mouse kept getting stuck on stuff. I didn't realize there was like, I don't know, I guess sugar or dust or schmutz or something that was stuck to the, not the sensor part, but the little bumpers. Just evidence of how neat as a pin I am. What's up, Substituted? That's my buddy Corey, right, Substituted? Isn't that Corey? Hope you're doing well. Good to hear from you. How's it going, everybody? All right. I have kings in PLO, so I'm potting. I have kings with a suited ace king. I think that's a pot, right? Oh, damn. Now I don't know what to do. I think it's okay to check, right? Oh my God, and he's potting. I don't know, y'all. Ugh, I mean, we could be ahead. We could be so dead. All right, I just fold. I don't know what to do. I truly don't. Ugh, what a terrible card for me. We're going to bet and rep the spades. Maybe we get rid of somebody. Nope. All right, another spade, but now he's got 3 clubs, but he's got 2 clubs. I'll check. We made a low. We made a 76, so we're calling. All right, we get half for our low. I was so worried about ripping the spades. I didn't even notice I had the low draw too. 10 in our hand, not great. 8 showing, not a great up card, and stud high low. I'm still playing 5 tables. Nine, bad. We don't like it. Pocket 10s, 3 of the same suit. PLO, we don't like it. All right. All right, we're still alive in the deep stacks. I hope that did something. I got one of these stud high-low hands that likes to get me into trouble, where it's ace-king dangler. There's a king behind. I don't know. Especially with him limping, I think we just got to go away. All right, we're going to defend off the min open here in PLO. I mean, I don't know. Am I supposed to bluff here? Probably not. PLO. I mean, I think that was just fold, you know? I don't want to be dramatic or anything, but that's definitely a fold. 2, 5, 4, 10 Badoogie. Gotta be a fold. We're learning. But we definitely took a chunk out of our stack in that one PLO hit. But we just potted it pre, so it's really only like 5 big blinds. But still well below starting. Starting's 4K. Senior Stinks is all in the deep stack table. All right, switching back to deuced 7 no limit triple draw. Again, we want to start with a deuce. We would like to start with deuces, please. Defending our big blind here in the mini stack with probably one of our worst hands. He was too short to bluff there. Thought about it, but he had 13 blinds behind. I don't think there was much where to go. All right, this is a good deuce 7 starting hand. We're going to 3-bet with it. It's valuable to even get the blinds out. We know we're JB Buckstrap is not going anywhere, but all right. He only discarded 1, so we definitely can't go for the 9. We got to do 2. All right, we got deuces, deuces, and threes. So we're raising. We're gonna stand pat and snow because we got deuces and three. I know he's like so fucking tight, but hopefully he just calls and misses. If he bets, of course we're dead. Got him. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? All right, 7-3 deuce. Also a good start. We're in there. Flushes do count against you in this game. Flushes are bad. All right, we're calling. We would like some red cards, please. Oh, God. Now we're drawing to the flush. We don't like it. We might go away if we don't hit it here. Not the best draw. All right, we made a 10. Christ. Do I fold? Do I call? He's not going anywhere. I think I call and pat, and I draw. If they both draw in front of me, I pat for sure. Yeah, definitely stand pat. Got him. Scoop a big one there. We love that. All right, we got split kings and stud high-low. We're definitely going to be completing with that hand. We have been 2-bet. Gotta re-raise. I don't know. Am I supposed to call there in high-low? I don't know if this gets rid of anybody, but... Oh my God, trip kings, are you kidding me? Oh my God, Senior Stinks saved me from myself. I had 27 bigs behind and deuces. I was gonna do that. Well, it would have worked. It did not get to me. All right, are they still betting? Trip kings. All right, this guy's got aces on his board now though, so trip kings is live. Oh my God, they cappuccinoed it. All right, with our trip kings. Yep, we win the high. All right, back to this 8 game. All these 7 deuce pots are so fucking big. What is going on? Oh my God, another 5. We're gonna fold. Meanwhile, we got 4 to a low here. Not going anywhere. He definitely doesn't have a low. All right, really hard for him to have a low, so we're definitely calling. Wait, did I not have a low? Did I fuck that up? Oh, I didn't. I didn't have a low, y'all. I had a 98. Well, I'm a dum-dum. I deserve to lose that one. Playing so many tables. What do you want from me? All right. Am I PKOing right? Probably not. Too much pressure. Oh no. He had the nuts. That sucks. Never like running into the nuts. Let's try standing pat here. It's hard to play this pot out of position. Oh no! God damn it! All right, we got him with the 98. Checked the river. All right, did we make our low? No, we didn't. Fuck, we just have a pair of fives. Mixed game's not going well. Might be because I'm playing 5 tables and I'm like not capable of that. Might be. Well, damn it. There's still plenty of reg left in the deep stack. Starting stack 20K, where are the blinds at? Yeah, you can still buy in for 20 bigs. That being said, we're all in the deep stack. Under the gun, 2 6s. Heyo. All right, we got a little protection. Love that. I think we're going to be the at-risk stack here in the PKO. We doubled with the 6s. Jacks, they're both working on a low, clearly. We're blocking the wheel here. I think we're still happy to check. Now we've got 4 to a straight. Okay, we won with our jacks. I forgot we were already done. Oh my God, 5 tables is too many! Yeah, it's Corey. Missed the Austin poker ting, but Chicago has been incredible. Hell yeah, I'm glad you're happy, buddy. You're happy, I'm happy. So overwhelmed. So many tables. Who was telling me they did 24? They used to do 24. And someone was saying, today I can do 12. 12 is easy. What? I'm trying to remember who was telling me that. One of you regular watchers. Won $24 in PKO bounties, so I'm almost break even in the PKO event. They can't take that away from me. This is not a good starting hand, which I'm sure you can identify. Perhaps a dead person could identify. It's really hard to be playing the stud games when you have so many tables open, because you miss so many up cards and you're like definitely not retaining the folded up cards. But usually the up cards are most helpful when you're like deciding what hands to play. How's everybody doing? Make sure to smash that like button. Hit the follow button. Use those custom Caitlin emotes. Pew, pew, pew. Closing in on 1,300 followers. 100 followers for every month I streamed, and then some. Started streaming in January of this year. All right. 3 flush. Can't make a low yet, and the 7 of spades would be a card we'd really like to have, of course. All right, good luck us. 10. I mean, it's definitely a high only hand. We would have really rather had a spade. All right, we just got to raise and take it with deuces on one of the tables. I forgot which one already, but that always feels good. To raise and take it with a couple of deuces. What the fuck is this song? I tune out of the music for 5 minutes, and it's some egregious horse shit. Took that one down with sheer aggression, power of will. Will I get him to fold anything, you think? Oh, sorry, I'm showing you the wrong table. I bluffed for 1 big blind with 7 high. In the PKO? Oh my god, it worked. Yep, he folded to me. That is in my whatevers. All right, folding our big blind in the deep stack. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 3 of a kind to hearts. We're not going to start off with a bet, I suppose. Maybe I'm supposed to, though. When I catch an ace, I'm supposed to be betting, probably. Fuck, I think I missed a bet now that I think about it. But we're not going to waste any time worried about that because we're going to be all in here in the deep stack. Still on bullet 1 somehow, right? Yeah, still on bullet 1 somehow. We have 46 minutes of late reg left. We have under a starting stack. It is currently in the middle. All right, I bricked my low here again in stud high. Can't really bluff in a split pot game. Fuck my life. Perfect Pig's really thinking about me. Boy, do these boys hate doubling me up, and who can blame them, really? Come back on. Come back on. Terrible music. I need you, terrible music. Guess we got a fold here, eh? Guess we got a fold here. GG. All in over there. Not in good shape. Pair the board. Nope. All right, we're out of the mini. We are not re-regging because we are so fucking overwhelmed. right, new game and 8 game. We're switching to Omaha high-low. Got a Raz hand in high-low. Very good start. Ooh, we got kings in the PKO. Kings in the PKO. Gotta check the 9. All right, we've made an 85. WR Solomon can definitely have a wheel, but we are all in for our last little bit. Hopefully our 85 is good at showdown. He can have a 7 too. I get scooped. All right, we're all in the PKO. We're good for one more in the stud high-low. Stop it. I think I gotta get out of the way here. It's too easy to scoop me. All right, pretty good start for me, eh? Got him. Full double. Full double in the deep stack. You love to see it. Ten showing, not a great card. But we have 3 to a suit. Only one of our suit was dead. All right, now we got 4 to our suit, even though 2 more of our suit is dead. So we're just going to call. Now we have 4 to a low. Another one of our clubs is dead. So 8. There are 5 clubs left. Now we've got 10s showing. And 4 to a low. 4 to a flush. All right, we made our low, and it doesn't look like they can have a low. I mean, he could, HBL Ninja went perfect. He can have a low. All right, we did win that low there. All right, we're up to 35 bigs in the deep stack after that last double. We get called by the King 10. Sickening. Am I on mute? My sound came back for you, Alan, right? You never said anything again, so I assume so. Stozy was saying he did Stozy. That was Stozy. I mean, not surprised at all. Great player, that Stozy. I'm over here drowning on 4 tables, but we love it. Who wants it more? Etc., etc. I feel like it'd be easier to do 2 mixed tables. Well, I'm doing a lot better in this PKO than I expected. I didn't think this PKO, this 25 days of 25 tournaments was going to be whatever. Did I bust the mini yet in real time? I'll just say. All right. I got 3 to a flush again with a 10 up. Hate it. Pretty good flop for our hands, all things considered. I think I just won a stud hand when I wasn't paying attention. I don't think we want to bet here. I think we want to get bet here to get called by ace high. All right, he didn't want any of this smoke. All right, we got a suit and a wheel ace over here in 8 game. Haven't played very many pots in this game rotation. All right, did a wide defend here versus 2 players that I cover in the PKO. I don't think I caught. Do I caught it with 2 overs and gut shot? Can't possibly. For most of my stack. Couldn't possibly. This song is creepy as hell. I'm skipping it. Did I get half the pot there in that stud high-low? I scooped because we checked it down. Pair of queens, scooped. No one made a low. This is a hand I can see myself defending with. Kind of a one-way hand. We do have a queen. Sweet. Love it when bluffing works. All right, switching to Raz. Raz pairs are bad because you want to make the worst possible hand ever. All these kings behind me, but the deuce has already raised it up. So got to respect the deuce door card. And also, starting with a pair, pretty bad start. Pretty bad start. In Raz. All right, we are 8 away from the money bubble on the PKO. We've got 3 knockouts. It's a $25 PKO. We've got $24 in bounties so far. Almost there. And Butticus should get some action from 3 Kings McCoy here. This is kind of a slow roll. Really, buddy? Okay. He said not any 2. My guy said, I don't want any 2. All right, here, even though I have a jack in my hand, we are going to try to steal. It worked. We got an ace behind us with poker, her, and it's already been opened. We don't want that sauce, that smoke. Still somehow only in for 1 bullet over on the $100 event. Impressive shit over here. All right. Here we have a 9, but we're up against a king. And he's getting sticky. I mean, come on, buddy. I made a 76. Come get some. All right, we're the bring in here. Got a 9 below. As you know, we hate that. I mean, maybe I should have taken some just because both of them didn't have a low door card. No, he's got 862. Yeah, he's got an 86 already. Come here, funky music. Don't go away. Really bad hand. I hate it. I hate it. All right, back to me and Hags. Hags had the better on me for a really long time. And then I became the hunter, became the hunted. I am not dealing with show you to bluff, though, with a raggy ace out of position. Oh, my God, Raz. So great. And Raz, nobody cares in Raz if you make a straight or a flush. They do not count against you like they do in the Deuce 7 5-card draw games. Well, we have to remember how 3 Kings McCoy folded to 5 big blinds with 70 behind. I mean, I know he showed 9 deuce and everything, but we're going to be all in here. Go bounty hunting for bluff streets 1350. We didn't get the snap call, so I think we're ahead. All right, 44, 5 off the money. 5 off the money. Pew, 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 double up, double up, double up. What's up, Eric? Hey, Caitlin, hope you're groovy and wishing you all the run good. Is it Easter in December again? No, I'm really cool and I like this Star Wars character. I'm expressing myself. Try not to be a dick about it, Eric. Try to be cool and supportive and act like you like me, you son of a gun. Okay, I don't think I can call off there. Don't think I can do it. Am I PKOing right? Oh, we got split aces and stud high-low. And the 10 opened. We got an ace behind us. We're raising up the price of poker. Ooh. They could have trip 10s, but we have one of the 10s. All right, we got 4 to a low now. He could have a wheel, though. That really sucks for us. All right, we made our low. All right, we win half. We win half. Just fighting for survival over here instead high-low. All right, 4 off the money in the PKO. About to lock up 24.91, and we'll have doubled our money at that point. Oh, we got a Raz hand over here. We got a 2 dead. Remember, we got the 2 and the ace out here. We're fighting the ace. We got a 2 dead. Oh my God. He drew good and I drew bad. We have to be done. We have to be done. Yeah, when you draw Brad on 4th Street, you really want to get out of the way when your opponent draws good. Okay, we got split aces again instead. High, low. Ah! We also have ace jack. Okay, we got to raise and take it with the split aces. We now have that ace jack 2 bullshit that we don't want. Instead, high, low. Got a bad Raz start. Fold. What is this rinky-dink ass? All right, Reg is open for 27 more minutes here in the 12K guarantee. We got rolled up 9s instead high-low. Very strong start. He's got a 9 too. All right. We're just maxing it. Maxing it. He's got buried queens. We're miles ahead. Now we have a... No, we didn't make a low, but we... Oh, he made trip queens on the end. All right. Fuck stud high-low. Stud high-low doesn't want us to do well, and I'm sick of it. Sick of the games. Sick of the mind games. Sick of the bullshit. We're down to 3 tables. No more stud high-low. All right, now we're playing stud high in the 8-game mix. POKER opening to 3x over here. All right, now we're on the direct money bubble. Since he called in the small blind, I'm going to go ahead and fold off 20 bigs there. Would have flopped top pair. That's a bummer, but now I'm not in a hard decision here on the bubble, so that's good. He could have flopped the straight, y'all. I could have been fucker than fucked. But yep, we are on the stone money bubble of this PKO. $24.91 is the min cash. In addition to the $24 in buy-ins or in knockouts that we already have. And again, about 25 minutes of reg left in the deep stack. And 15 minutes of late reg in the 8-game. How's everybody's Saturday night going? What's everybody doing? You don't have to tell me. It's all good. Oh, wow. I wish I could stay, but I cannot. Massive flip. King right on the flop. Diamond sweat. Oof. Suck, resuck. Meanwhile, on the stone bubble, I have aces. Aces in the knockout tournament, if you can believe it. Really like Bluff Street to go all in. And then I call and Johnny Be Good reshoves. Something like that, you know. All right, better trap. Yay! Let's hold. Whee! We're in the money and we win another bounty. Now we have $33 in bounties plus the $24.91 min cash. Pew, pew, pew. Over $50. Now we're 11 of 39 in chips. We cover a lot more people. There are 3 small stacks and 3 big stacks on our table. We're the smallest of the big stacks. Oh my God, these 2 at it again, flipping. Purpa, ahead, ahead, ahead. 10s and aces. All right, she finished the job this time. Miss Purpa Pig. We're gonna try our luck flipping with Miss Purpa Pig. Making it through the blinds. All right, no action there. Action here. Hiya, no bounty awarded. Short stack doubles. Still have 3. The smallest is in the big blind here. But I think with these 3 big stacks, I'm not going to be able, not with 9 high, to compete. Most defensive rabbit ever. No hate. Joke. Most defensive rabbit ever. Oh, is that me? Oh, because I snapped back about yeah. You're right. Sorry, I'm a little slow. I've tested my mental capacity and attention span to its very limit today. What with 5 tables, 2 of which were mixed games, and then I caught my stream lagging twice. Had to restart the stream early on. Not to like Larry David out or anything, but I do have an extremely hard and painful life, as do we all. I was so stressed today. At one point, someone asked me, "Do you enjoy streaming?" I was like, "This is not a question you get when you are communicating joy and ecstasy." You know what I mean? All right, we're going to fold that spot. It's got to be a pretty strong hand. Or he knows something I don't about Ever. Ever is 777. What's up, Rogue Cell? Good evening. First time on your stream, but your content with Nick Walsh in London made me heart emoji. Well, thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Hope you give me a follow while you're here so you can use those custom Caitlin emotes. They're funner than shit. I'll put some in the chat just so you can see. Look how fun they are. Oh my God. Wee wee all the way home, right, Blarooski? All right, I'll be right back. Sorry if the music turns off, which it probably will. In the Mooney. We've cashed a thing. Maybe we can cash a couple more things. going to spoil myself. I'm going to turn the heat all the way up to 71 degrees. Spoiled. All right, if you're just joining us, we are playing the Deep Stack Saturday. We're 26 of 40 with like 20 minutes of reg left. 14 minutes of reg left. 8 game. Reg ends in 4 minutes. And we are 10 of 17. 26 big bets. Still pretty deep. It's probably like having 30 or 40 in no limit. Well, we'll get to see when we go around to the no limit rotation. And then we're in the money in the PKO. This is a $25 4K. This is the first of the 25 days of 25 tournaments special that we're running here at PokerStars. So I've already made money in this event. Min cashed for the buy-in amount. And then I have $33 in knockouts. It'll tell me here, 4 knockouts. So very happy how we've been doing there. We have a new game. There's a raise and a re-raise here. So we're definitely out of there with 10-7 deuce. This stud high-low, really want two-way hands, and you'd really like to start with an ace. It would be really cool to start with an ace always. Pairs still valuable, high only hands very valuable, of course, because you have to qualify for a low in that game. So, but you got to be careful. Got to be careful with your big pairs, which is sort of the finesse that I'm learning in the stud games now, is how to approach those 5th and 6th street decisions when you started with a pair that you raised up in the bring in. All right, I don't think Jack Deuce is going to cut it here with 2 stacks that cover me behind. It's just a little too loose for how close we are to. Right, 41 of about 120 fields. So we're about 33% of the field left in the Deep Stack Saturday. ICM kind of really already in play. All right, we got another knockout here. Down to 34. We got 564 up top. But of course it'll be like double that because then you'll also have the player bounties. But 564 up top. All right, we got 3 to a straight flush in stud high-low. I'm going to limp it, though, because queen eliminated, heart eliminated, jack eliminated. It's not really hand I want to bet the farm on. Pulled an ace. They pulled a 9, so it's not towards a 9 is a bad card, right? Another thing that was wrong with my hand. Right now he's pulled an ace, so we got to slow down and check. All right, now we got aces showing, we're betting. And that was enough to shut him the hell up, right? All right, we got jacks buried over here. And 8 over there. 4 is bringing in. Yeah, I think we definitely want to complete here. That was a queen. What was this card? A 10, right? It was a 10. Like that hand. All right, got myself into a spot here. This is a limp pot. I checked my option in the big blind because both players covered me. I don't know. Now in retrospect, I wish I had just kind of shoved, but wasn't really a hand I want to bet the farm on. We have nut no pair on a paired board. I think checking here is fine. All right, we weren't getting aces to fold. Yeah, we would have gotten called for the all-in too. So I guess in retrospect, we were lucky that we played the passive approach pre-flop. Bounty hunter, she is trying. A murder in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you're saying the documentary you were watching. What's up, Ben Jovi? Yeah, Nick Walsh is the best. Have you been following his, who was I saying that to? Rogue Cell. Have you been following his spin and go? He was telling me he was having a hard time. I need to check on his short form content and see if he's been able to turn that around. All right. Queen's gonna double there. We have made a pay jump. We're now cashed for $29.72. Not even $5 more, but hey, we're in there. Speaking of being in there, good luck to us. POKER is probably going to call pretty wide. I don't know if I love my shove, but luckily we just get it through. Looks pretty strong. We'll take it. All right, we were the bring in here in the stud high-low hand, and everybody just limped. So maybe we got a couple of Raz hands. I certainly don't have a hand I can continue with. I was only the bring in. They forced me to see 4th Street by not raising. All right, that's a pretty good start in stud high-low. We got 2 5s, a 7. Was that a 3 and a 4? So we got a lot of babies removed. So, oh, sorry. This isn't like my favorite. Hopefully we catch good and everybody catches bad. All right, that's a pretty good card for us. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 6. A lot of our outs are missing though, right? We've seen 2 5s, seen a 4, a 7. Oh, well, there we go. But both of us drew a 5, by the way. All right, now they could... We can still beat a 7, though. Now we have jacks for a high. Go with our 65. And we scoop. Nice. All right, we're bounty hunting here. We flatted in position versus the stack that opened that we covered. Everybody came along. We'll check in position and just hope like the 4 of clubs bangs out on the turn. Wouldn't that be fun? Well, I mean, 3 of clubs, of course, makes this open-ended. Gonna be hard to fold. All right, I can call this bet. Hopefully there's not raises from the big stacks. Maybe I should have gone all in. I don't know. No, not the river I would have picked. We're going to check. Did he have a set of 3s? Yeah, he did. That's crazy. All right, we got 4 to a flush. We have no low though. All right. Hell yeah. We made our flush. 2. Oh, sick. They both break their low. Big scoop in stud 8. Love those spots. Hell yeah. That's why you got to call your 4 to a flush hands, y'all. Your combo draws. Sexy little treat when everybody bricks that low. And it's because I also had low outs, right? Like, didn't I have a pair of 3s by the end of it? Tremendous. All right, we got to open this. We don't want to face a yeet, obviously. All right. Bet really small. Hopefully we just take this down. That'd be pretty sweet if that is what happened. Instead of the alternatives, which are being called or raised. We would really just like fold. Yeah. We're going to do a little posturing here and not fold immediately, but it doesn't feel good. All right, we're kind of on the short side in the PKO now. Only cover 2 stacks. One of them is to our left, though. All right, meanwhile, I got to bet this no limit hold'em spot. All right. All right, more chips, more chips. All right, see, we got 11. We cover them, but everybody else covers us. We've made it to $29 in cashes and $33 in bounties. Are we on a pay jump? Yeah, we're on a pay jump. 23, there's a pay jump. It's a limp pot, 4 ways. Flop bottom 2. Oh, well, a lot of good that is. 2 pairs counterfeited. We're just hoping to check down and win a showdown here versus a bunch of high cards. Yep, and that's exactly what happened. The rich get richer. We're up on the podium now. All right, we're still fighting for our life over here. This might be a little loosey-goosey for the old low jack open, but seems to be getting away with it. I'm just kind of waiting for something to come. Okay, we made our pay jump, so we can be a little less cautious now. What's up, Rogue Cell? Did a great job the other day. He's on target. Hell yeah, good to hear it. Hell yeah, all right. He definitely has more 7s than I am. Like, you're supposed to check back a lot on the 7s board, oddly enough. You play that trash. Gotta hit him with it. Called for the chop. All right, we got a couple of 1s over here facing an under the gun raise. Should we trap? Yeah, let's trap. All right, we're going to check, hoping that they bluff. Got him. Full double. Full double. You love to see it. Call me, what did you call me? When pigs fly? Is that an insult? We'll give him some good energy. Nice hand. Wow. And then maybe like money. All right, we have made connectivity in the form of bottom pair. All right, down to 20 players. And I am down below 10 big blinds in this PKO that we have cashed. Dying a slow, painful death over here in the old PKO. Down to 20. 2 stacks shorter than I do exist. But they are not on my table. There's a limp pot. All right, we're all in the PKO. This could be an E2 though, so I think we're still in good shape. Hopefully it goes well. All right, new game pot limit Omaha in the 8-game mix. That's our worst game, so I readily admit publicly, constantly. Billy Bob says, darn, out of the 25 days PKO in 24th, but 87 in bounties. Can't complain too bad. Take it down, Caitlin. Thank you. Oh my God, a set of 7s. All right, we are also out of the PKO. But we are still in the deep stack. So we make $68.44 total off $25 buy-in. Not too shabby. I'll take it. A couple of pay jumps. All right. This is a bad PLO hand, right? This is just a fold, right? Gotta protect my chips. We should have a lot more. Yeah, we almost have 3 starting stacks now. Gotta protect our chips. We're out front. Got an under the gun open here. A lot of short stacks behind. We definitely have to consider a shove. I don't really know Agonized Storm very well. I don't know that I would call him. Well, he was that guy that just... I'm gonna be conservative here because I don't know that player, y'all. He's new to me. This is the first time we played together. I was trying to remember the hand that he played in that I might have known. I mean, with the little pony avatar. Could be anything. Could be a guy. All right, we're seeing a free flop here. We flopped bottom 2 pair here. In a limp pot. I guess we just check, right? We also have 2 backdoor flush draws. I guess we call one. Meanwhile, we've got a couple of 1s over here. Agonized Storm is opening again. Let's give him a nice tasty price. Got him. Wow, he even had it. Got him. All right. We bricked everything. The tournament, check, check. I guess we got to rep the king. Okay, we're bluffing. Because I guess you have to. He might have bricked everything too. Okay, no, he didn't. He had it. We tried, though. We should. That's the whole point, is I shouldn't be getting involved in PLO hands. Did I volunteer? Was that a limp pot? Yeah, that was a limp pot. Well, the old adage, Caitlin, don't go broke in a limp pot, right? Yep. That old adage. I think if we cash the deep stack Saturday, even if we min cash it, we'll break even on the day. By the way, they're paying 17. We're down to 32. So work still left to be done. I'm going to open this PLO hand on the button. Ace, King, Jack, 1 suit. Wow, that's really bad flop for me, right? I should definitely check a. Ugh. Now you got King Jack, 1 draw to the nuts, I guess. Yeah, we're not. We got Ace King, buddy. We got Ace King. You win. Take it. The pair of threes. He took it with a pair of threes. One time. But I mean, after he, you know, slaps me so quickly at the hand before, what am I to do? But just concede defeat immediately. All right, we lost another player there, down to 31. 14 off the money. More of us will make the money than not make the money. Definitely have some ICM pressure. Have a pretty valuable stack here, 48 big blinds. Like, I don't think I'm going to take this as a squeeze spot. I think we're just going to check our options. All right, Reg also closed in the 8-game mix. We're 6 of 15 after that disastrous. Did I try to steal this? I don't know why I would. I have a double gut shot. Can hit a 7 or a jack. I'm still going to give it up. See? Knew it wasn't coming. All right. They're limping on my big blind again, and look at this garbage I have. I have to remind myself, unless I flop quads, I really can't get involved. Yeah. Clear fold here. Clear check folds. Remember that? When people start putting chips in, everybody has so many cards. All 4 of yours are terrible and unconnected from the board in any meaningful way. I implore you to fold, you dumb bitch. I swear to God, if you don't fold, I pulled it off, you guys. I pulled it off. It was scary, but I pulled it off. Look, second nut flush draw on the turn. I knew we were being hasty. We were being far too hasty. Perhaps we could have taken a little peek, tried to go runner. No, of course, we're happy. We folded. Look, we bricked. All right, queens, 1 suit. Pretty trash in pot limit Omaha, I suppose. I guess we limp along, and then we fold. Okay, so we have a nut draw to Broadway, a 10. A 10 would be quite beneficial to us. No 10. Pairs the board. All right, I have 5s full of queens. I feel like we would have heard from aces or kings, so unless somebody has like the quads, I guess I'm winning, right? Got him. Hey, I won a PLO hand. All right, back to limit. Deuce to 7, single draw. All right, it's folded to me. I have 6, 7, 8. It's kind of rough. I'm going to limp it, especially versus 2 stickier players. All right, he's discarding 2. I'm discarding 2. All right, we've made a straight here. We're going to call, and you want to pitch the 7 so that you can get a 2 or a 3. If you try it, you can't get a 3 if you go for if you see. All right, we made ace high. He bets everything, 100% of range. Did he pair? No, he made something. It's really loose to call someone with an ace high. You're just really counting on them having a pair, quite literally. All right, that's garbage. We fold that. Go make the money, Caitlin. I shall. Here we go. Another profitable session. We've just been absolutely smashing it. We have to keep this momentum up. We must play good. It's now or never, I say. Now or never. The stakes are higher. My entire bankroll is on the digital felt. Follow this and more compelling 100% true stories about my life that I'm not manipulating to hit arbitrary emotional triggers that get the algorithm at all, I promise. It's low stakes poker, man. It's right in the name. It's all chill. All right. We've got company, Bravo. Well, I don't think we should continue any more down this road. Oh my goodness. Senior Stinks was trapping me, perhaps. Might have been. Chaco Shark just had it. Hi-ya. Another one bites the dust. And Chaco Shark, very formidable opponent, now has 80 bigs on my table. Double me. But we are 10 off the money now with the untimely death of Senior Stinks, who has been running below EV for sure. At least what we've witnessed on our tables. But I think he plays a really high volume, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing just fine. All right, I can definitely see us defending this. 8-7 deuce. Pitch the queen and one of the 8s. He pitched 2 as well. Or he pitched 2 as well. We're going to call. He's pitching 1. I'm pitching 1. He's checking. I'll take a free one. All right, we've made a 10. Happy to check down, and we win. He made a pair of 4s. I don't know that I want to play 8-5 deuce out of position. All right, we got an all-in over here. 26, by the way. 9 off the money now. Marching towards that money, gang. Good night, Eric. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. We appreciate you. Mozzie's on both of our tables. Shout out to Mozzie in J, friend of the stream. I am going to open this 7-3-4. I'm definitely pitching the queen. How many are they? 2, 3. I think pitching 2 is the right decision. All right. Pick up an 8. He's betting out. Call. Is he pat? No, he's still discarding. We want to see one more. Standing pat. I'm drawing. I made an 87, so we call. Oh, he made a better 87. Son of a beach. Down to 12 in the mix. They're paying 5. We've got some work to do. We're 8 of 12. I don't really think I want to with the 2 big stacks in the blinds. Oh my God. Ace King. Oh my god, I made a 7 over here. Pretty dope. I'm probably just gonna get folds. Oh no, got a little value. Got a little value. Pocket 9s here under the gun here. Getting a flat in position from the chip leader. Always a bit nerve-wracking. Small blind. Also, oh my god, we got company, Bravo. I guess I gotta check here, y'all. I guess I gotta check. Fuck. Do I raise here? I think I gotta. He's a good player. He can, of course, have traps pre-flop. He could have called with 10s or jacks. But he could just have big cards here and just be using his position. All right, we take it down. Let's go. All right. There was an open 2, call 2. I made it 3 to get the blinds out. Oh my god, I make an 87 right away. All right, he's still drawing. I'm gonna stand pat. We're gonna bet. He's calling. He's standing pat. I'm standing pat. I'm gonna check it back. Ugh! Glad I checked it back. Jesus. All right. Well, this is a very, very strong. We got a pat 9, drawing to a 7. Can hit a 3 or a 4. And I'm in position on both of my callers, so I can. Okay, versus the 4, definitely. Stand pat, and then if any of them calls and stands pat in front of me, I can break my 9. They might just go away here, though. Nope. Discard 2, discard 1. Stand pat. Check. Bet. Raise. Discard 1. Discard 1. We want to stand pat. Check. Check. And then we check and win, hopefully. Fuck! How did he make a better 87 again? Oh my god, that's some run bad. That's some run bad versus that exact player. All right, new game. Limit hold'em. Not looking good over there, y'all. Lost 3 triple draw hands in a row. That sucked. It felt terrible. I hated it. All right, somebody else raised pre. All right, we'll get out of the way now. Damn it! I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. This is going so poorly. Going so poorly. When I zig, I need to zag, and vice versa. And we're very deep on the deep stack Saturday. Average stack is 99K, which is like, I think 45 or 50 blinds. All right, 10 big bets in limit is still a healthy stack. So we need to just like calm down. Remember to play tight, play right. I think we played those deuce 7 hands fine. We just got really unlucky that they hit all their river cards, you know? We were playing the don't pass line and they made their point every time, kind of a thing. It sucked. I hated it. All right, I don't think a 3-bet is good with this hand versus this big stack. I'm just going to call. Pretty decent flop for our hand. I'm liking it. I'm going to go with call. Not trying to lose a huge pot. Play a huge pot in general. Oh my god, queens? Are you kidding me? All right, we're now 9 of 9 in 8 game. On the very bottom of the totem. Ooh, big pot over there. Mozzie gets felted. Chaco's Shark now has over 100 blinds. We are now 8 off the money, down to 25. And we are at a 5-handed table, 8 max. So we need to lose one more player from the field to be down to 3 tables. All right, they brought another player to our table. We are now 6-handed in the deep stack. In case anyone was curious, Jersey Mike's is a very good chocolate chip cookies. I'm always very interesting. Well played with the queens. Thank you. You don't play very many draw games, so you weren't sure? Indiana currently beating Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. Well, goodness gracious. I'm done with Christmas. Done with Christmas. Time for disco. I don't think I should be floating all of the ace highs. I think this one's okay though. Probably gonna fold now. We'll do a little posturing. Boo. Does anything suck more than losing with ace king to deuces? Losing ace king to deuce is a horrible feeling. Yeah, it sucks even more when you see the board pair and you're like, I have so many outs, and then just blank. It's a pretty painful spot, I'm not gonna lie. Hags to riches. Oh, how the turns have tabled. Oh, how the tables have turntabled. Oh, damn it. No. Ace 5, ace 5. Yes! Oh, how the turns have tabled. All right, now we get to play a full lineup. Down to 24, 7 off the money. RAP to Hags to Riches, who definitely outplayed us in more pots than we outplayed him. And we definitely got it in very bad over there and got very lucky. I think he had an 8 was what he was going to show me. All right, we're getting close to the final table here. Got 9 left. Oh, damn. Gross. What did he have? Oh, he made the flush. Damn it. So I even called on the turn correctly. Now we're going to get it all in with this Omaha high-low hand. Sad day. Sad day. Well, we've got options. Queen. Queen would be super dope. Queen. Nope. We need a queen. Definitely need a queen. No such luck. All right, GG in the 8 game. We unfortunately just could not win that no limit blind v blind pot. He outran us. All right, we're just gonna play this one table. We could jump in the $20 nightly cooldown or whatever, but I would just rather have a chill into stream. I streamed 8 hours yesterday and like a bajillion hours this week. So I knew tonight would be probably a little bit on the shorter side. I think I've been streaming for 4 hours. On this stream, I did restart it after like the first 45 minutes or whatever. So we're at about the 4-hour mark now. So still got in a good chunk of time. If we can min cash this event, we will have a profitable day. And we are 7 eliminations from doing that, sitting here in the middle of the pack. So definitely have to mind our P's and Q's. Chrome King, who we sweat in the last main event where I was on the final table. The one I got, what did I get, 4th or 3rd? I don't remember. I cashed for $3,400. It might have been 6th or 7th. I don't remember. It was $3,500 was my cash, but he got 2nd for $10K. Very good player, and we learned his name is Angel. I don't remember his last name, though. I'm assuming he pronounces it Angel, because I don't remember his last name, but I do remember it was like a surname that I recognized as of Latino descent. So I assume it's Angel. All right, 9 of 24. We're just above average. Average is 112. We have 117. Oh, damn. Straight versus bigger. Straight. Oh, my gosh. I mushed him. Oh, my gosh, Angel, that's 100% my fault. I mushed you. And then I took all the run good for myself. Look, 2 queens here. Wicked. All right, down to 21. 4 off the money now. And then we got Asian Mancy, who we played a little cash with earlier this week, I think. Those cash players are real dogs. The ones that play in the bigger no-limit games. All right, he's flatting in the small blind. Got a lot of pairs, suited aces, suited Broadway. We have middle set. That's pretty exciting for us. I'm gonna bet 420. Ah, no action. I changed my mind. 3.3, 3.3. All right, we're happy to win a pot on the money. Move up the ranks a tiny bit. 9 of 21, 4 off the money. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I could start a little bluff here, follow through on the river, on the hands where Jack 10 gets there, I guess. I don't know. Getting a little creative with it. Bluffing into a chip leader on a board that I have no business doing so. All right, unfortunately we have made a pair. We've got our dick out in the air. He'll check back king highs that we beat, so there's that. He probably just has a queen more likely and is going to bet for value here, and I will fold. Goes full pot A. Could be a bluff going for full pot, but I'm not going to find out. I'm going to behave myself. All right, good luck to them. They do not win. We win. It's been delightful. I will certainly return. Why, thank you, Rogue Cell. Lovely to meet you. Always love to meet new friends. Thank you for the follow. I'm assuming. Assuming. I'm not going to get involved in this pot with the covering stack and the big blind. I think it's a little much. I think it's a little much. All right, down to 20, 3 off the money now. Three bet incoming. No, raise and take it. You love to see it. With that little blind steal there, we're up to 6 in chips out of 20. By the way, 2,600 up top. Let's put that in the title. And then let me get the payouts working since I'm down to one table. And I have the ability to multitask. Got to be careful not to hit enter when I know the action's on me, or I could make a mistake. We're going to round that up to 2K. Still in for one bullet somehow. Don't know how he pulled that off. We were near to the end many times. All right, we're in the big blind. Ooh, king queen. That's nice. I'm gonna do this. Gabby. Gabby likes to call. Certainly can check back the swap sometimes. Queen on the turn, we like that. Let's just hope she's bluffing. We've got top pair, y'all. I'm not folding top pair. No! Sucks. Didn't even finish the payouts yet. Now I have 4 big blinds, 2 off the money. Oh my God. This sucks really bad. This sucks really bad. Run into a set like that. Fucking sucks. Blech. So gross. I'm gonna cry. All right, good luck us. All right, still alive. Still alive to tell the tale. Now I gotta drain time off the clock like an animal. All right, we would really like for this person to bust. Not look like he busted. I wonder if king 7's all in here. Probably not on the money bubble, eh? Probably not on the money bubble. Oh, that sucks so bad. I had so many chips. Oh, that sucks so bad. I hated that. I hated that. I hated that. It felt terrible. I didn't like it. Not one bit. I didn't. All right. Good luck, us. I'd be very surprised not to get one call here. All right. Good spot. Ooh, gotta fade some stuff. Gotta fade some stuff. We did it. All right. We get the double. Woof. On the money bubble, we get the double. Hiya. Hiya, hiya, hiya. We are still the short stack. We're probably going to be all in here. Don't have to be. Woof. We're not the short stack anymore. There's now one other short stack. And he is on my table. This guy 2 to my left. Should have just gone all in with that king 8, king queen. He might not have folded. All right, we're going to be all in here. Good luck us. Versus the short stack. We won't be at risk. All right, we steal another one. Building, building, rebuilding. After that catastrophe. Absolute catastrophe. I mean, that board's so disconnected. It doesn't have any straights. I mean, really. That sucked so bad. All right, we're on a 5-minute break. I'm going to go decompress and feel sorry for myself for getting coolered like that. Bye, love you. Be back. Crumbs to Brick says, how many poker players in this world? Too many. Probably. Thanks for being a first-time chatter. And thanks. It looks like you're a subscriber. Thank you. Rogue Cell says, good luck, keep going. I don't know what HMPPITWTM means. I'm going to Google it. We'll see if the general internet knows what it is. Yep, nothing coming up. Yep, it says, did you have a stroke? All right, we're going to try to sneak into the money here. There are 2 shorter stacks than us, and they are both to our left. They're on our table, and we've got 2 big stacks on our table, so hopefully we can just sneak into the money. Duck, dodge, dive. We now have enough that it really does hurt the big stacks a little bit at least. So we got that going for us. And honestly, I made money in a PKO for the 2nd night in a row, which is just like freakish and weird and cool. All right, we're back in 17 seconds. I don't think there are enough poker players in the world, crumbs to bricks. I think, if anything, we need more. We're not going to worry too much about dragging time off the clock because both the short stacks are on our table. I am keeping my eye on the other table. I'll load them up in case we have any runouts to sweat. One of the other tables. Come back, music. And then the other table. We got Stani still in, Show You to Bluff, Granny Warbucks, all the usual suspects. We even got Gilu on the other table too. Chaco Shark still up front. It's got 382K. We're sitting on just below 2 starting stacks, hanging on for dear life. We're gonna fold this spot and leave the big stacks to fight amongst themselves. No! What a nightmare. I'm just telling myself he had the king high flush. If it's an all club flop, I'm gonna cry. Two pair, chill, 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 chill. I think I was showing the other table, but I would have flopped the second nut flush when I didn't defend my big blind with Jack Deuce of hearts. Slow folds, very good for live stream. All right, we got 3-bet pot down here. Oh, no, down here. Oh, wow. All right, blinds going up. Other table's moving pretty slowly too. I think I gotta use my max time. Big pot brewing down here too. Purpose called 2.5 off of a short stack. SPR just above 1. All right, they check it down. Aces win. We're just gonna go all in with it since we're below 10 bigs. I think it's better chance of getting called than if I try to open off of it and get action. I think they're both really strong, so doesn't really matter. It'd be cool if one of them called this bet. All right, nice. All right. Oh, looking good to double. Chop it up. All right, we got an all in and a call. Oh my gosh, great spot to double. Clean double. Donnie Pokes lost a pot over on one of the alt tables, so he is now one of the shorter stacks along with Every, and we are 17th. All right, we got an all in here. Surely we get one call. All right, he's gonna have to beat 2 hands. If he somehow holds catastrophic for us. No! Catastrophic. I don't think this is the one, y'all. What's up, rookie X18? Okay, I have a worse feeling that getting that bad beat. It's when you get ace, ace, and no one calls. I mean, no limp, no raise, no nothing. Yeah, that's why live I never look if I get a walk, for that exact reason. You're never going to be like so elated to see 7 deuce because you're going to be so tilted to see ace ace. But it's like everyone's folded in front of you, so the likelihood of you having a strong hand is higher. Got an all in over here. No action. We are going to be in the big blind next hand. Don't love that. Stoney was just in the big blind. He's the shorter stack. He folded, and now he's in the small blind. All right. We folded there. All right, I think we're gonna play this as a call. All right, we tried. Yeah, I think we're done. Boo. All right, I think we got to be all in here with the sixes. Good luck, us. All right, let's hold. No! 8? All right, y'all. GG. We have bubbled the event. But make sure that you're checking to see what the 25-day of tournament events are. Let's see what it is for tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's a $25 6 max, 2K guarantee, 25K starting stack. Be giving away more tickets